I switched back to iPhone SE from iPhone 14 Pro and I've been using it for the last several weeks. Why? Because I ran out of money and sold my 14 Pro to build this desk setup. Just kidding. But seriously, the real reason is to compare these two phones. The top-of-the-line phone with the cheapest option available. Flagships are too expensive nowadays, so does this price justifies with more provided value, or iPhone SE is just enough? First off, I really love the design of an iPhone SE. It's like a tiny little gadget that fits perfectly in the palm of my hand. I love how lightweight it is and how easy it is to carry around. The design is already nostalgic, simple and elegant, and it just looks great. The iPhone 14 Pro is a much larger phone and it can be a bit of a challenge to use it with just one hand. The second thing I love about the design of an iPhone SE is Touch ID. It has no competitors in phone unlocking experiences. It is like a secret handshake with my phone. I definitely prefer the Touch ID on the iPhone SE over Face ID. With more compact design comes much smaller details, like screen. The iPhone SE has 4.7-inch display compared to 6.1-inch on 14 Pro. Honestly, after a month of using iPhone SE for all my day-to-day tasks, 4.7-inch felt enough. But of course, if you are a more active social media user, 14 Pro will be more suitable with much larger and brighter display with higher pixel density. While surfing through social media, especially in the bright daylight, iPhone SE display is a lot less visible. And since I switched to the iPhone SE, I've had to find new ways to procrastinate. I mean, I can only organize my alarms so many times, you know? Jokes aside, I still can catch up with the content from my favorite creators on iPhone SE, but ultimately, even with 14 Pro, I prefer to watch YouTube from larger displays of my iPad or MacBook. By the way, smaller screen is also the reason why I reduced my screen time on SE. It is a lot less exciting than the huge and colorful 14 Pro. So if you want to be less distracted by social media and other apps, the iPhone SE is perfect for this, as it doesn't have a large screen that's tempting to spare some minutes mindlessly scrolling. But still, even with SE, I use my phone throughout the day for an average of 6 hours. And iPhone SE battery barely make it till the end of the day, while iPhone 14 Pro can last for a day and a half. But after a month of using iPhone SE, I stopped noticing the small battery capacity, and it was enough for me and my phone usage. But here's the interesting thing. Even though the iPhone SE is smaller and more affordable than the iPhone 14 Pro, it is still a shockingly great device when it comes to processing power. That's because the iPhone SE features the same A15 Bionic chip that is in the iPhone 13 lineup, and also iPhone 14 and 14 Plus, which is wild, I think. That means that the iPhone SE is just as fast and efficient as its far more expensive fellow iPhones. Now to the main difference between 14 Pro and SE in my opinion. Cameras. Just look at these sizes. This difference is huge. Well, here's my hot take. I think SE has a great single camera and the quality that can be compared to 14 Pro. If we put together the photos and videos that was shot in the same light conditions, they look very similar to each other, with high dynamic range and clarity. You can also shoot 4K 60 frames per second on 14 Pro as well as on SE. In standard daylight environments, you get results that are close to each other. But of course, if we dive deep, 14 Pro has better sensor, better quality, better clarity, 3 different cameras that I really love to play around with. The low light performance is amazing on iPhone 14 Pro. I managed to take some pictures with just the moonlight. ProRes for video and 48 megapixel RAW photos is great for high quality photography work and video production. On the other hand, if you are a more casual content maker, SE camera is a really good instrument for needs. I think it is even great for starting your content creator journey. Well, the last thing that actually started this challenge is money. One thing about the iPhone SE that really stands out is its affordability. The iPhone 14 Pro is one of the best phones right now, but it is also expensive. The iPhone SE, on the other hand, offers most of the features for half the price. I used to think that upgrading my phone every year was a status symbol. Now I realize that having money in my bank account is the real flex. So I think buying an iPhone SE if you can't afford 14 Pro but still want to use Apple ecosystem is an overkill. And I can really see myself doing all the work with iPhone SE. Overall though, I'm really happy with my decision to switch to the iPhone SE for a month. It is a great phone that offers everything I need in a compact and affordable package. And it also helps me stay focused on my work without getting distracted by unnecessary apps. But for now, I kinda miss iPhone 14 Pro and its extra functions, screen and cameras, so I will be switching back to it. By the way, check out my desk setup video where I spent all of my money. Bye!